Hey guys, okay, so it's been an exciting week. I've gotten so many things that I can't really even share yet, or some things that I just feel like I've gotten so many good things, so many things upcoming that I cannot wait to share with you guys. And as usual, you know, my videos are very like packed full of a lot of stuff. I don't usually like separate and do little short videos. I'm just coming at you once a week and we're talking about everything that I've been into. But this video could definitely probably be separated into two. Probably just this intro alone could be one. You guys know how I am. But I wanted to do an in-depth, like, what's in my bag. This bag I have just totally fallen in love with, and a lot of you guys picked it up since I talked about it, and it's just amazing. And then kind of talk to you guys a little bit about this Louis Vuitton Diane bag that I had been carrying, you know, kind of long term, like before this one, then I switched out. Okay, whatever, we'll talk about that. But I have so many new shoes for fall, you guys. This is going to truly be like such a fall, I don't say haul of shoes, but I have gotten some great ones, some that might surprise you, some that may not, I don't know. But I think I'm going to do the shoes first, okay, and then we'll get into the bags. But let's, I'll link to what I'm wearing. I was going to say, let's talk about what I'm wearing. It's not that exciting, but I will, I'll link to the sweatshirt. I have been living in this lately. I really do love it. Okay, so get started. I think I'm gonna try to post this Thursday night. But Friday, today is the last day that you can vote for me in the LTK Awards. If you guys have already voted, I really appreciate it. I love that it isn't like some fudgy thing. Like, you can only vote, I think each person can only vote once. So votes truly do matter. And if you vote for me, it does make a difference if you do vote. And I'm not like begging for votes because I'm like, oh, I really want to win. I'm just curious because I've never been up for anything like this before that isn't so like, you know, where things can be fudged or where like the voting is a little questionable. And that's not what this is. So I'm curious, you know what I mean? And I'm excited to be a part of it. I think, and again, every time I mention it, like, it's not just like, oh, vote for me. Like, it's like something special for me. But at the same time, like, I've been doing this for so long and it's cool and I feel so incredibly flattered, and it's such a special honor, and I really do love that whole company, and I think it would be such a wonderful thing to, such a wonderful honor. And just to be nominated, and I know that's such a stupid thing to say, is so exciting. But if you guys do want to vote, head to my LTK at Makeup by Tiffany D. I'll put a link below. And just tap on an image that you like, and then below the image where you guys usually shop for photo or for the products, just tap the little heart on 5 products. And each time you do that, it'll count as one vote. Okay, all right. Each time you tap 5 products, it counts as one vote. So I think it is cool. And again, if you're watching this and you're like, you know, supportive, but you're like, it probably won't even matter. You know, people are just gonna vote a million times. Each vote truly does count. So I'm very excited about that. And if you would like to support, that would be wonderful. And I feel cringy even asking for this as someone that like, and I just want to spread the word. I want to talk about it, but like, this is the last time you'll have to hear about it because it's the last day to vote. But I've never once asked people to subscribe. I never say like and hit the notification bell and subscribe and subscribe and subscribe. That will never come out of my mouth unless I'm just making fun of it like I just did. Nothing wrong with it, but I just feel wrong. I don't know. I just feel dirty. I know that's weird. So even like telling you to vote is a little like, for me, like it's a little, but I am really excited about it. I will be going to the conference, to the awards. I think that's kind of a fun thing too. So I'm excited to be a part of it. And you guys, this video is a doozy. We got a lot to talk about. We got so many shoes, handbags, all of it. So settle in, get a drink and a snack, because we're gonna get into it, okay? So many good things. So you guys, I mentioned in a recent post on Instagram, or not mentioned, but I think I did say that I had ordered these. But I was like, you know, I'm really into the ballet flats again. Now, I feel like, you know, years and years ago, there was that huge influx of like the Tory Burch flats and this and that. Ballet flats were such a thing. And then, of course, that had cycled back from a big craze, you know, a decade before that. And then they go in and out as with anything. But I feel like lately, not lately, but like over the last several years, they just weren't really the most current thing. They're always a classic thing. But I don't know, you just didn't see a whole lot of like exciting ones. But I don't own many at all, really. This is like the only pair that I have. And they're these Chanel flats, and I showed them in an outfit, and I just really have been loving these, and these are really great shoes. Now, these are 41s. I'm a true 9.5. Pretty much any shoes that I find that are US sizing, I'm always a 9.5. So it kills me when, and I know it's a European sizing thing, I understand the numbers and everything, but like certain shoes that are Italian made might, you know, I might be able to wear like a smaller number in like the European sizing. Ones that are, it's just different, okay? It's a whole thing. But when you see people say a 39 is a 9, a 39.5 is a 9.5, a 40 is a 10, a 41 is an 11. I'm not a size 11. I wear a 41 in Chanel, and they are the same exact length and the same exact match to a true 9.5, and that goes for most of them. So I see people sometimes that are buying European sizing for the first time, and websites are very misleading. And I know that's just a part of the sizing, but websites will say, like, your size conversion, if you're a 41, you are a US 11. Now, if I were ordering these shoes or whatever for the first time, I would have ordered a 39.5 or maybe even a 39, and I would not have been able to wear the 41s. Okay, that is a whole thing. What are we doing talking about that? I feel like we've talked about that before, but just, you know, just a little thing. And I remember I said that one time on here, and people were livid. I own many, many pairs of European shoes, and you know, in Louboutin, I'm a 41. I have 40.5s in like the Valentino, certain ones, but mostly I'm a 41 across most brands. It's just odd, okay? But yeah, I'm not odd, but just something to be aware of, and I'm pretty sure you guys are. But I mentioned that I had found a pair of dupes to the Chanel, and from the bow, from the material, from the lining, from the sole, these are Spain, made in Spain. These are Italy. Now, if you own shoes that are made, you know, in those places, or they're nice handmade shoes or design, whatever they are, they have a different feel. You know, the soles feel different. You can just tell a pair of quality made shoes, and these are very, very nice. Now, these aren't like $30 or $50 shoes. I believe they were around like between 90 and 120 when I saw them places, but about $100 for a really good pair. Maybe they were a little more. I don't exactly remember. Of well-made, like leather, just nice shoes. And they also came in the exact colorway of the Chanel ones, but I had really been wanting a pair of black ones, and even had, you know, considered trying to track down a pair of the Chanel ones in black, and I'm so glad I didn't. So these are true to size. I'm a 9.5. I ordered a 9.5. They're perfect. They fit exactly like my Chanel 41s. So next I want to share these. So these, the Golden Goose sneakers, I've been a fan of for years, and the very first pairs that I used to get, again, a sizing issue, I was getting, I believe, like a 40.5 or a 40, because that was the highest I saw on the website where I was buying them. Well, 41s, okay, obviously it's what I wear. But years ago, I bought that pink pair that I call my Disney shoes. They're white just like these, but they have the pink glitter star. And I like the ones that aren't so wrecked looking. You know, these Golden Goose shoes, there's many variations. Some look just trashed from the time you buy them. Some are a little cleaner looking, like these, and some are totally clean looking. But those Golden Goose ones that I wear to Disney, that I call my Disney shoes, are the most comfortable shoes on earth. And I'm like, why are these so much better than like my old Golden Gooses? And it was, again, because I didn't realize I had bought the wrong size, and I guess the old ones. I was like, these are so uncomfortable. But, you know, okay, whatever. My Disney ones are like 41. So when I saw these, I was like, that's interesting, because I don't have a pair that are like slide-ins. And I thought this would be perfect, like, for the airport, for like, I know it's just like a silly thing, you wouldn't buy a pair of shoes just for that, but just getting in and out of sneakers sometimes such a pain. And sometimes even like if when you are somewhere where you do want comfort, I don't really want that sliding on my heel, or even feeling that at all, because you have to get the shoe just right for it to, you guys know what I'm saying. But I thought these were so cute, and it reminded me of a pair of like Vans that I had back in high school, maybe like 1999, 2000. You remember when like the trend was really big of like the long denim skirts, or like really long, and I don't know, I just had a pair of chunky looking Vans that honestly I wish I still had, because they were very similar to this, and they were white, and they had like a light blue like logo, and they were sneakers that slid in like that, and I would wear them in my long skirts. Okay, now these you may not think are a fall pair of shoes, but they are something that if you are like a designer shoe lover, or just, you know, you like little things like this, or you like flip-flops, you need these. And I have found myself really wearing a lot more Flip-flops are just like those Prada sandals that like go in between your toe, which I never used to. I was always like a slide person or a pull slide, and now I'm just like, no. And not even saying, oh, you need these for fall, but you just need, because they're just, well, you don't need these, but I'm just saying, you know, you always do, I think, in your wardrobe, like, need a good pair of flip-flops, whatever they are. But these are really good. They're Gucci. They have the little Gucci logo. I believe they came in like an ivory color, pink, like a few other colors, but the black are just so good. And I guess I need to, I guess those other ones aren't that big of a deal. And I'm just wearing, oh my gosh, again, this outfit is just nothing special. But I'll link to, of course, the outfit. But these bike shorts are a part of that Amazon set that we've all seen. That I mean, I've posted about that set so many times. But they're kind of like ribbed a little. Okay. So here are the flip-flops. Flip-flops. So yeah, just flip-flops. So they're basic flip-flops. But I like them because they're not so thick and goofy on the bottom. But they're not just like, you know, paper thin, cheapo looking flip-flops, but they feel so, I mean, I just, ooh, they're so comfortable. They're like rubber flip-flops, but they are really soft on the bottom. And like me, okay, I'm fully this, I don't wear a lot of heels. I have good, you know, beautiful ones that are trendy, but I'm not like just buying heels all the time. I'm a comfort person. So if I do buy something designer, it's usually something very wearable or something that's a pair of flip-flops or just like flats or something. Speaking of though, so I have two more pairs. I have a pair of boots and something else, but I did buy maybe the most ridiculous pair of shoes you've ever seen. And when I opened them, I was like, because again, I don't want to say big feet. I bought a 40.5 in these because I never had a pair of Versace. Okay, here they are. I never had a pair of Versace shoes, I don't believe. But I know like in Gucci, sometimes I can size down, not down, but I'm still like a 40.5, which people say, oh, well, then you're a 10.5. I'm like, stop, just, oh my gosh. And yes, that's maybe what they say in Europe, but then if you're equating it to like a whole size, or like if it's European sizing, 39, 40, for whatever that system, and then you're going to equate it to like another, like a US size. I mean, I just wish sometimes they were a little more accurate, and I've seen brands that do make it accurate. I'm going on such a rant now about these sizing conversions. I know people listening are saying, nope, 39 is a 9. Well, it might change your life, and your shoes might not be so uncomfortable if you actually just bought the correct size, maybe. I don't know. There are websites that do explain it like that, like big designers that say, no, actually this is, and I've had people that sell me shoes. That's how I learned that in the first place. When I was buying, I think, like my first Louboutins or whatever, and they were like, no, this is how it works. I was like, okay. So I knew nothing about it. Okay, so here we go. Platforms are a thing. Platforms come in and come out, and you guys, I mean, we all know this. So wish I would have saved some of mine in the past. That, I mean, you know, things go out of style. You get rid of things. But they're back, and some of you may be like, these are hideous, but when I bought these, I was like, these are just like art. They're so beautiful. Like, I didn't realize how gorgeous the detail around the top was. They're the Medusa wedges. The one side has the Medusa. Livy did my nails. So if you're seeing that. They come in hot pink. Hot pink are beautiful. I'm like, I'm never going to wear those. A beautiful light blue, which I was back and forth between, but I ended up with this color, which is like a rosy mauve. They come in black, but every color has the matching like stones. And these are probably the most I've ever spent on shoes. Well, I don't know. Like, I have some nice boots and stuff, so maybe, no, it's probably not right. But I never buy strange shoes or even like funky heels or trendy shoes. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to treat myself. But am I? Because these kind of look like a nightmare to like maneuver around in. And I have some things coming up, and I thought, wouldn't this be fun to wear? But then I'm like, I got it, and I was like, well, this will never fit in a carry-on. Like, this is the only, it'd be like, no. So confidently can say you don't want to travel with these because they're very large, but they're just so beautiful. And I'm like, you know, I definitely can see myself wearing them with things, but like, they're just beautiful. Like, they're like art. Like, I want to clear off some stuff back there and just like have these sitting. Oh my gosh, they're just so pretty. But I'll try them on for you. And I always kind of get a kick out of when, because I don't even like to say, oh, are these comfortable? Because everyone's so different. You know, some people can run a marathon in heels, and some people are just like, no, this is so uncomfortable. Everybody's different. So I kind of always really just like to assess it on my own. But I don't know, like, it kills me when people really break down the comfort of something, or they ask me, like, there's a really ridiculous pair of heels like these, and they're like, but are they comfortable? And I'm like, well, what does that mean to you? Like, what's your threshold for comfort? Now, these make you very tall. I guess my point of saying the comfort thing is you just have to be realistic. I don't want anything that's like digging into me or like, you know, painful, but like you're walking in a pair of shoes that look like this. Like, what do you think they're going to feel like? Do you know what I'm saying? But wowee. Okay, here I am. Approximately a foot taller. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's just like a whole new world. And this is not a good outfit. This is not cute, okay? But imagine like with a dress, like something. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. They're just very, and I know they look a little outlandish, a little, you know, questionable, but they're very cute and different. And I was so back and forth. I was like, should I keep these? And I'm like, Tiffany, when are you going to wear these? But then I'm like, you know what? I will wear these at some point, and I am going to keep them because I really do love them. So I might just surprise you. I have an idea of an outfit. This is, I mean, you guys, this is, could you imagine if I wore them with this? But that's kind of my, you know, kind of my vibe. Got bike shorts and a sweatshirt, and let me get in like full makeup and wear giant hoops. Let me just put on a pair of like the fanciest shoes that I own. But if you're wanting to go for a platform and, you know, you really want to lean into it, because I do have a few shoes, you know, pumps or, you know, ones that have like a little platform, cute, you know, and very on trend right now. But I'm like, if you're going to do it, let's just do it, okay? Let's just do it and get silly. Okay. Okay, before I talk about the boots, these are a really, really nice pair of shoes for fall, and I tried to link to these during the Tory Burch private sale, and they didn't have them on the website. Tory Burch is tricky. Over the years, I've had like kind of, not a love-hate, but I used to be so obsessed with Tory Burch and then all this stuff, and I found though, you know, I'm not buying so much of that anymore, but I really do think that where Tory Burch, like as a brand, really gets it right, is their shoes. And they really, give them a look if you haven't looked at them in years and you just think of them as like the basic, you know, Tory Burch flats or something. Sure, they have those, which, I mean, might be a good time to look into those, because flats are kind of like we were saying, not flats, but ballet flats are kind of, you know, you're seeing more of those, or not even that matters, but yeah, if you want to buy something on trend. But their shoes are beautiful. They have really, really beautiful shoes. And try to see if I have, just the comfort's nice. This little padded like thing here on your heel. They're a really beautiful, well-made pair of shoes, and I just think they're super cute. And I really hope that I can find these for you guys. And again, like you may think, okay, well, going into fall, oh gosh, they're just so comfortable and easy to put on. Like going into fall, like I don't know, is it what you really want to get, or like open-toed shoe? But I say go for it, you know what I mean? And the silhouette or the chunkiness or whatever, I mean, you can wear these obviously anytime, but I think the silhouette of them, like with the thicker sole, with like the chunkier vibe, does go, I think, really well like with the season. Not so much like, oh, they're just sandals, they're open-toed shoes. So, I don't know. Oh, my grandma, hold on. All right, you guys, so where was I? I was talking to my grandma, so what was I talking about last? Okay, whatever. Let's just move on. So, Uggs, these are the last pair of shoes I'm going to talk about. And I do have a few pairs, and this is nuts. I know you guys are going to be like, oh my gosh, like so many shoes. But, and a lot of these that I showed, a few of them were older that I've had for a while. But, I do have another pair coming that I think are going to be really cool. They're a pair of loafers that are different. They're not, so I'll talk about that, okay? Alright, so the very short Uggs are pretty popular, and there's like the mini, the super mini. I even saw a pair that looked almost like a mule, like a clog type of thing, on Nordstrom Rack, I believe, and I was so tempted by those, and I was like, I don't know, but I don't think I've ever had a pair that were this low. Now, I don't know exactly what, I don't know what they are, I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. I will link to these exact ones. But you guys, these are so good, and I never thought that I would like a pair that was low like this. It was really low, but they are pretty flattering. Like, I mean, as flattering as Uggs can be, okay? And I know, again, it's like people asking, are those comfortable for heels? And it's like, I don't know, try them on. And what are you really expecting? You know, they're not going to be like sneakers. But you know, Uggs are Uggs. They're not like going to be the most flattering things on earth. So when people are like, I hate the way Uggs look, well, that's, yeah, great. Nobody's wearing them to look like a supermodel. I really do like these. And I thought just with any kind of jeans of any type, like or during the fall, anything, I just thought throw them on. And I just always really like this classic color. And I have a black pair that's a little taller than these that I really like. I think nothing's better than a good black pair of Uggs too. But I really just like this original color. Oh my gosh, you guys. And then what is it about? Let me show you these. These dang, oh my gosh, the Birkenstock. Where are mine? Damn. The Birkenstock, I'm seeing where they are on my thing. The Birkenstock Boston clogs. Okay, you guys, I remember, if you guys are my age, 30s, late 30s, you remember, like, when we were in middle school, high school, the Birkenstock Boston clog had such a moment, not in this color, but, like, in the darker, you know, and it was, like, the thing. I probably went through 5 pairs of, just, I would wear them every single day, like, to where, like, the heels would wear out. Now, and I remember they were expensive then, maybe about like $50, and I was like, wow, like so expensive, you know, for shoes for like a kid or a teenager or whatever. But then it's like now I'm shocked at how expensive those dang Birkenstocks are, and you cannot find them. And I'm like, gosh, it's just so funny. But several months ago, a very long time ago, kind of I feel before this craze kind of started, I showed you guys this pair that I got. And oh my goodness, I wish they came like in a natural color. They come in a bunch of different colors too, but the black are just so good, and they are affordable, and they have this furry lining. They feel like $1,000,000. I just grabbed one, so oh my gosh, they're so comfortable. This is probably the most unflattering outfit I could have chose to wear to like show shoes. Okay. But they're just basic and like easy, and oh my gosh, I just love them. I mean, so not cute with bike short. What is? You know what I mean? Like, what are you expecting? And then also I grabbed these because these were next to them. I mentioned these as well, I think, in that video, and I've seen some people talk about these too. I think these are kind of like catching on. They're like those Jenny Kane ones that I wanted a very, very, very long time ago. They were really like cool a couple of years ago. They still are, but they come in so many different colors, and they were just so expensive. And I'm like, you know, these, for the price, they're so good. They have them in like a natural, like boucle as well. But they're just basic, good, like wear with anything, kind of easy shoes. And they're just very affordable. So hopefully you guys snapped those up. Okay, so what's in my bag? This bag, you guys, I really went in depth with it. And even more in this video, obviously, because I'll share with you all the ins and outs. But this Anine being bag comes in all different colors. It's very, I think, kind of a similar vibe to, you know, the Chanel tweed and like the 19, like I have. I don't know if you can see it back there, but you guys know those bags that are this. And I kind of have a little unexpected piece that I bought to go with this that I will wear soon. I had to get a different size, so I will talk about that when I get it. But I'm just obsessed with this bag. It comes in a bunch of different colors. If you are a little afraid of maybe a lighter color like this, getting it dirty, which I'm really not. I think, you know, the colors are done so well. There's like some natural colors like woven in. They have a darker one that's a little more camel colored. They have like a black one that's like some different. But this bag, you may be like, you know, it's so satisfying. I love it so much. And again, it's not, what was I talking about earlier? Probably was like, you know, it's not going to be like $1,000 or something off the wall or a really expensive designer bag, but it's also not a $50 bag. Like, I believe this was around $200 or $300. It has really, I mean, handmade, just really amazing quality. It has, I mean, the lining is just incredibly made, beautiful. And I love, well, this is an Anine being sure too. I love her things. And I think, and I have something here. Like I said, I have a lot of things that I'm kind of saving for certain things, or I'm just a little, that we'll get to, right? But I wanted to share this with you guys because you may look at this bag and be like, oh, that's a special occasion bag, or is that an everyday bag, or is that something that you could wear every day? And yes, I want to get into it. But this bag I've been carrying a lot lately, and I took off the little strap that comes with that other little strap, and I don't usually wear that with it. Now, you can have this on it, and it can kind of hang below, but I found just carrying this as I have a lot, I don't like to fiddle with both straps. It's either commit to this one or commit to the short one. And yeah, you can leave them on. I have an Instagram post where I showed like all the different ways I was wearing it, and a video where I like went into depth, like went really in depth, you know, with this bag and how you can wear it and everything. And this bag is actually bigger than this one as far as how much it holds. This one is a great bag as far as how much it holds. You can kind of see the opening is narrow, you know what I mean? Which is fine. You can fit everything you need. But yeah, you might think, oh, this is a much roomier bag than that, or is this going to hold? This holds a ton, if not more than this. So I have not been super careful with this bag, and it's not because it's like, what? Oh, you should appreciate that. I've talked about my philosophy with designer bags. They're the price they are. Well, I mean, don't even get me started on that, for a reason. Because I mean, I was telling somebody the other day, I don't know if I'll ever just walk in, or not that I ever did, like, let me buy a Chanel bag directly. Let me buy even certain things. It's ridiculous. The price increases are for literal suckers, and I'm not doing it. Like, it's nuts. It is insane, the handbag market. And I have gone, I don't even get me started because I've ranted on this before. But my point is, if I spin that, it's not that I'm like, oh, I'm wiping my whatever with this and just knocking around this super expensive bag. It's that I'm not going to spend that much on a bag that is supposed to be that price for a reason. It's handmade, it's durable, it's whatever it is, made of great, you know, quality materials, and then keeping it behind the, you know, covering it and, you know, not being able to take it where I want to take it. I want to take it where I want to take it. I want to wear it every day. It's like buying expensive, you know, pieces for your house, or things like nice china, and then you're like, well, I'm never going to use them. Well, you've wasted a lot of money. Just use them and enjoy them. Don't wreck them by any means. But I think that these bags are made to be worn, and I think that's just such, I just have not been at all nervous, or not that I'm ever, but you know, it's not never like, okay, there's certain bags I have that I carry and love, but I'm not stupid. I'm not going to carry them out in a rainstorm or something. And a lot of Louis Vuitton bags are like that. Like, you want to enjoy them, but like if they've got the leather on them, they're just going to get wrecked. And I just really have loved the vibe of that one. And most of the time I do carry it with the guitar strap. Is that what it's called? And it's just really comfortable, and it's a good bag. And I get compliments on it. People notice that it's a cute little bag. But I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to kind of swap into something different. And this bag, as I said, almost seems a little stuffy, or like, not stuffy, but it is kind of more structured, and oh, that's just a bag that you carry to here or there. This is like a bag that I want to just enjoy and use as an everyday bag, and I'm going to show you what is inside of it. So inside, I've got all my stuff, and then I've got my phone here because I don't put my phone in my purse while I'm in the house, but I usually keep it in that little back pocket. Still plenty of room to spare. Okay, so I'll take the phone out, and I'll show you what's inside. So all the time in my bags, I have these two things. I really rarely change out of a card holder. I have used this one every day since my friend gave it to me several years ago. And I love it. I mean, I don't like to waste a lot of room with a wallet or with anything. I think a card case is just perfect. And then sometimes I'll even put my cards in the back of this, but this is my, my keys are in there. And then I'll take out everything before I get to my little pouch on the bottom, but I have, oh, I have a tampon. This is cute. I don't know if I've ever showed this before, but I got this like at the checkout of some little cute store a while back, and it's called Snap by Snappy Screen Clean Hands. And I remember they had this thing at the checkout that was like, and I was tempted to buy one for my house, but I'm like, that's ridiculous. It looked like a little, almost a little like aromatherapy diffuser, and you'd wave your hands over and it would poof the hand sanitizer up, and it smelled so good. And she was like, oh, you can just buy the spray. Now this thing has lasted me a long time, and I have a refill. I think it came with a refill, but it's the nicest hand sanitizer, and it smells really good. It smells kind of like I don't know, hairspray? No, I'm kidding. I don't know what that scent is, but it's good because it doesn't say what it is. But it's cute. It just is like a really nice little thing. And then hand cream, which this one is a little big for my taste. I like a tiny little hand cream that's like almost down to nothing in a purse. I don't like to have a giant tube of hand cream in my purse, and usually I don't have a lot in there anyways, just because I always have one in my car. This I talked about in my recent video. I have used so much of this thing already. It's the Colleen Rothschild Matcha Tea Hydrating Balm. I always say matcha, which is wrong. But it's something that you may not think you would like. Now, if you missed my last video, which is like all about fall beauty must-haves, then you need to watch that. And we really talk about this a lot, but oh my, just the sheen that it gives your skin. But when you touch up, you don't want to be touching up with powder, and it's just going to look cakey. If you notice, oh, my under eye's looking funky, don't put more stuff on top of it. Put a little bit of this balm. I used to use a product like this that was sold specifically for under eyes years ago for this, and you just do this. Now, if you're on camera or something, like, you know, I can see using a powder, or like I'm seeing I'm getting a little shiny or whatever. Now, in real life, it looks fine. If you're constantly powdering yourself in real life, it's not really reading so well. On camera, it might look good, but you just have to do some different things. But in real life, this is how you want to touch up your skin. And what I like about this stick is that it's not just for your under eye. You can put, like, I get really dry around my nose, around my neck. You can just use it wherever and touch up, and it's got really great ingredients. So I feel like when you do that, it just makes you look so much better. Like, touching up like that with a balm, if you're looking a little crepey or you're looking like, oh, my makeup's settling, you need to use the balm. I'm telling you, game changer. Okay, and then, oh my gosh, I was looking. When I changed my purse the other day, I would have never seen that. This fell out of this little bag. Now, a hot tip, you guys, and I had this, I'll use this like when I'm doing my makeup, or, you know, if you're doing your hair, whatever. Keep these out of your face, but they're also just cute little hair clips. I mean, honestly, this isn't how I'd wear it, but okay, we all know, like, you've seen how you can, like, buy these clips or whatever, and ones that won't snag your hair, ones that are, you know, silicone. This one is, the whole piece is silicone. Now, I'm sure there's just something wholesale that you can get from wherever, but where you want to get these from is the Chanel counter. These are those Chanel counter clips, which if you've learned, maybe you've picked up a thing or two over the years, but this is one of, like, my golden tips. Go to the Chanel counter. Now, I don't think you're going to be just, like, walking up saying, like, not buying anything and being like, hey, what you got in those drawers? Nothing better than a sales associate or someone that's just going to let you rummage through those drawers and let you get all the cottons and all of the Chanel little samples and the under eye pads that say Chanel. I bought a couple of those eye rollers that then you put the patches on, which is actually a very good product, but they will let you have more of those. If you know, if they know that you've bought them before, you're not just going to go get freebies. But, like, buy something and then be like, what you got in there? Do you have any of those good hair clips? These are the ones that the Chanel counters stock with, like, to do makeup. And I got a handful of these one time from a sales associate, and they are amazing. They're everything, okay? But this little bag I've had for a while, and it's a little pencil case. I ended up, a few years ago, I got one for my friend, too. But a lot of times, like, with makeup and stuff, I mean, obviously, I don't like my stuff just rolling around in my bags. And I'm not always so careful with pens and stuff, but it is a good idea I like to put my pens in the little bag that I have, like, you know, my makeup in or smaller things. But the shape of this pencil case, and I'm not even saying this one, but just pencil cases in general are great for smaller bags. You may say, like, well, I have this tiny, you know, sometimes I use this, like, you know, for cosmetics or whatever, but then that's a little big to have in bags all the time. Well, this is nice, and I don't even zip it most of the time. It's pretty tight on the top, so it just sits in the bottom of the bag, and it has everything in it. Oh my gosh, these are so good, you guys. I'll show you, I guess I'll show you everything that's in here. The dermatologist the other day, and I was like, well, you know, I'll bring some of these just in case, and they're so great for travel. Makeup removers, Neutrogena makeup removers, like, you know, we all know. We've talked about makeup wipes for years. I'm not so much of a makeup wipe every night kind of person to remove my makeup. I remove my makeup every night, like with an oil or a balm. But I feel like these are a little abrasive, especially for aging, and around my eyes get a little, you know, I just don't want to be rubbing, you know. But when you're traveling, keep one of these in your car, keep one of these in your purse. You never know when you're going to need. I just love these. And the fragrance-free ones are the ones you want. And I love how they come in singles now. They come in little single pouches. Okay. And then speaking of touching up, the only reason I really like this is because it has a mirror, but it also is very, I just love it. I mean, you might say this is so silly, but something about these Blotterazzi's, this is the pro one. I used to have the pink one years ago, but I like the vibe of the black one better. Again, when you need to touch up, see like right there, I was so shiny. It looked fine in real life, but I'm seeing like on cameras, whatever. Like, instead of going through all those little blotting powders, which I used to use over the years, all that, get you this. It comes with two, and then, you know, you can, it has a little thing in the middle and you can swap it out, but then, you know, every now and then wash it. I mean, my pink one lasted me forever and didn't even wear out. I just ended up buying this one because I thought it was cuter. But the Blotterazzi is a product that you might not think you need, or it's just so good. And then I love these Lumify eye drops. My eyes are just a whole mess. I don't know if it's like getting older or what, but like by the end of the day, my eyes are just shot. Like, and if I'm ever somewhere or I'm out to dinner or something, like or in like air conditioning a lot, just, or dyes, I don't know. my eyes get very dry. This is something that I got just a couple days ago. And it's by Ilia, and it is the Lullaby Balmy Tint Hydrating Lip Balm. And they come in a bunch of different colors. And do you remember the, oh my gosh, what was the brand? The Sugar, remember the Sugar Rose? It's the same type of packaging, but much more like chic. I really love the Ilia packaging. But those always just made me sick. Like, I liked the vibe of the product. I liked what they look like, but the smell, I didn't like that lemon scent, sweet. It was weird. I do like the scent of this one. It's very just vanilla and clean and cute, but such a good color. And it's a lip balm. It's very comfortable. It's not goopy, but with definite color, okay? And this is the only shade I've tried. This is the Lullaby. And it was kind of like hard to pick which one because they all looked good. But I think the Lullaby is a safe bet. It's a really beautiful, like, rosy color, and I think it's just kind of pretty for fall. It doesn't look goopy. It's a very clear, kind of like those products by Laura Mercier that I talked about in the last video, the Petal Soft crayons. It's the same vibe, but I feel like this one is a little more hydrating, so I really like that. Okay, what else is in here? Oh, okay, let me just, got some pins. Oh, this little hair clip and this little thing that Livy made me with her 3D printer. It's just a little like Lucky Charm. I think it's supposed to be like a jib for a crock. And then my little angel thing that I always have with me. So yeah, pencil cases are kind of a good thing. I have, it's like a teeth whitening pen. I don't know if it's working. I mean, I can't really get like professional teeth whitening treatments because it's just not good. My teeth are very sensitive. I do like this. It's the Moon Teeth Whitening Pen. And it's just a little brush, and you click it, and then you just kind of grow. I mean, I don't know. I mean, stuff like that, it's kind of like, is that something you really want to be, like, doing on the go? I don't know. Like, maybe, like, right after you brush your teeth or something. I don't know. Okay. And then I have my Baccarat Rouge 540. If you guys did not get this set, the Rouge 540 is just one of my favorites. The set had a bunch of their different scents, and then it had the Rouge 540 and then the Extract, which I like the regular one better. This is the Extract. Okay, hold on. I guess I didn't really even know this was the one that I was using. It's so weird. When I bought the Extract, because I have gone through two of just the regular perfumes, the Extract one, which is more expensive, it's in the solid red container. Yeah, it does. It has that peppery scent to it. I feel like the regular one does smell better. I haven't really noticed that as I've been using. I haven't used a ton of that in my purse, but okay, whatever. And then some pens. My friend Jen has the best little ballpoint pens, and then I really don't like what the Beverly Hills Hotel has done to their pens. Like, if you just remember the first time I went years ago, I did that whole video where I had taken all the freebies from the hotel room, and I had made friends with housekeeping, and I'm like, whatever you can give me. I want just tons of soaps. This last time I went, I took all the stationery. I mean, I'm not stealing, like, art off the walls, but, like, I'm going to appreciate, like, if I go to a hotel that's nice, I'm taking all of your pens. I'm taking the notepads, and I would like new ones every day so I can come home with, like, 5 notepads. I'm taking all the cute soaps. Taking whatever I can get my hands on. I'm going home with the slippers, and don't ask me about it, okay? Don't ask no questions, okay? I have probably 50 of these, like, ballpoint pens. People really have charged quite a pretty penny for on eBay. So maybe one day I'll retire off of my Beverly Hills Hotel pen collection. Last time I went, they had these new pens, and I could only get my hands on one of them. I think I brought home the one in the room, and then when we were at the spa, the pen. Well, I mean, and granted, I spent a lot of money at the spa, okay? And I bought the candles, and I bought a water canteen, and I'm buying gifts. I mean, I'm spending money. I'm not just walking in off the street saying, hey, I'm not a patron here, but can you give me some pens? Like, no, okay? I've spent a lot of money. I would like a pen or two. And the people that work there are so incredibly nice. And the woman was like packing up my stuff, and I had mentioned when I was like checking out, I was like, ooh, I like those pens. She's like, I'll give you a pen. I was like, okay. And she was like, yeah, these are the new pens that we're going to. And I like a clicky pen. I mean, I do feel like this one's a little small. I kind of have like a weird thing with my hand. Like, I can't grip. Maybe it's arthritis. I don't know what it is, but it's hard for me to grip. It's just a very tiny little pen. Little bitty. So I'm not a fan of their new pens, but I'm going to take them. I'm going to fully take them. But anyway, she didn't put it in my bag, and I was like, can I have a pen? Like, and she's probably thinking this woman is insane. And I'm like, yeah, but what about the pen? Like, throw me the pen, you know what I mean? And it was kind of funny because, like, I don't know, I'm like that. Like, I'm going to talk to someone, I'm going to be like, listen, you got any freebies? Like, you got a pen? And not in an annoying way, but just like, come on. Like, I'm a girl's girl. Like, I'm not like a snooty bitch here, like, trying to, like, can you throw me a pen? Okay? Can you throw me a pen? I'm obviously very impressed with your establishment. Can you throw me a pen? But anyways, here's what the bag looks like, which I showed in the last video, empty. But a really nice interior, just beautiful, and, you know, it has like a zipper in the back where you can put more. Oh, I do have more stuff. Pack of crayons. These are nice. Where did I even get these from? I don't know. There's some restaurant that I have like 4 packs of these, where they would always, like, instead of just giving the sad little reused crayon that they're putting with all the kids' meals, they would just give you a pack of crayons. And moms, always have a pack of crayons in your purse. And, you know, maybe that's not the best thing to be rolling around in your purse, but I like that it's at least in a little container. So that's it. That's the bag. And I'm going to be honest, I think if you're someone that's just very, like, okay, just designery, and I'm not excited by a bag that doesn't have a logo all over it, that's not me. Like, I appreciate it, but I love this brand. Anine being such a great, like, it's a designer brand. And again, the price point's a little more than most things. The sweatshirt's going to be, you know, a little more than some things. It's not going to be like a $30 sweatshirt, but it's not like a $500, $600 or thousands and thousands of dollar bags, okay? So it's just, but at the same time, the quality is there with those things that are, it's still an expensive brand, but it's not like some of these, it's not like some. But I think this bag is something that you should definitely consider, because I do think it's unique, it's classic, and it's not boring. It's not like just some boring basic bag. It's cute. It's very, like, satisfying, I think, in how it looks. I just love these bags. Something just is so exciting and satisfying about this, and just so flattering. Oh, I love this bag so much. But anyways, I think that you guys will be really surprised by it too, and that if you get one, you'll just fall in love with it like I have. So I hope that you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for voting for me if you did for the LTK Beauty. Well, it's the LTK Awards, the beauty category. I just really appreciate it. And I'm just so excited for everything coming up. So thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye, you guys.